Okay, so we're diving into one of those rivalries that you don't need to, set it up too much, right? Cowboys and the Steelers. And this is one that I think, you asked us to kind of look at what makes it more than just another game on the schedule.
Oh, yeah. And I think we've got some good stuff to go on. We've got NBC Sports laying out all the history, and there's a lot of it. And, of course, a good play-by-play in the LA Times piece.
Yeah, and when we say history, we're talking, I mean, these two teams are NFL royalty, right?
Yeah.
11 Super Bowl wins combined between them. Like,
Yeah.
just let that sink in for a second.
Yeah.
3 times they've played each other in the Super Bowl.
More than any other two teams.
Yeah?
And this was their first ever Sunday Night Football matchup, so
Oh, wow.
added a little extra juice to it.
So it's like they knew. They're like, okay, this is a big one. We're going to put this on prime time.
Right.
But it wasn't all just, looking back at the glory days. I mean, the Cowboys, especially coming into this one, they had a lot riding on it. A lot of pressure. Yeah, 2-2. For some teams, that's not terrible. But when you're the Cowboys and Jerry's watching,
Right.
McCarthy needed to win.
I bet, to put it mildly. Who knows what happens, right, if they drop this one. Jerry, he's not afraid to make some changes.
No, he's not. He's not afraid.
So you've got this weight of history, these huge expectations, and then you've got, a coach who's probably wondering, like, how secure is my job, really?
Right.
And, like it wasn't already, going to be a tense one. And the weather's like, hold my beer. Oh, yeah. Mother Nature definitely had other plans, didn't she? Almost a 90-minute delay.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine
That's-
sitting there waiting?
Just building up that tension even more.
Oh, yeah.
And, when the game finally did get going, it wasn't exactly a shootout, at least not in the first half.
No, it was a defensive battle for sure. Real slow start.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is how much the Cowboys kind of, got in their own way early on, especially when you look at the stats.
Yeah. I mean, you look at that LA Times piece, and they had, twice as many yards as the Steelers in the first half?
Yeah, they couldn't stop shooting themselves in the foot. Turnovers, penalties.
Yeah.
That'll kill you. And they almost paid the price for it. Big time.
It's wild, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, the Cowboys, they could have let this one slip away. And for the Steelers, it almost became a kind of storybook moment for them, right? With their starting quarterback out.
Oh, you're talking about the Justin Fields situation.
Yeah. The guy comes in, nobody expects much, and suddenly he's leading them to, 3 wins in a row?
3 straight, yep. It's been impressive, I'll give him that.
So, I mean, is this the future for the Steelers now? Is this, even when Russell Wilson's healthy, is it Fields' team?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Tough to say this early on, but hey, got to give the guy credit. He stepped up when they needed him. Speaking of pressure, though, CeeDee Lamb, man.
Oh, tell me about it. That contract, right? All eyes are on him to basically, like, rewrite what it means to be a wide receiver.
No kidding. And, 12 targets in this game, led all receivers in yards. That's a statement.
Shows you what he can do when the lights are brightest,
Absolutely.
See, this is what I love, though, about these deep dives. We talk about the big names, the obvious stuff, but then there's always these other guys, right? These under the radar stories, like Jake Ferguson, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch his game?
The Cowboys tight end? Oh, yeah. He's quietly become, like, Mr. Reliable for Dak Prescott. Especially impressive considering he was dealing with that ankle thing earlier in the season.
He was all over the place, man. 8 catches, over 70 yards. I mean, that's a career day for some tight ends,
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if he's the missing piece they've been needing to really get that offense humming.
Yeah, you gotta love it though, right? Like when these young guys, they step up on the big stage in a game like this with so much history, so much on the line. Just that's what makes the NFL so great.
It's like a movie or something, But the crazy part is this isn't even the end, right? This is it's one game, one chapter in this whole season. And we still got questions. Can the Cowboys get it together? What happens with Fields if and when Wilson comes back? What's Ferguson going to do for an encore?
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it, right? We don't know. We get to watch it all unfold.
That's why we watch, man. Well, folks, there you have it. Another deep dive in the books. We went deep on the history, dug into the trauma, maybe even found a few hidden gems along the way. So until next time, remember, keep exploring, keep asking those questions. Most importantly, keep that love of the game alive.